You were injecting yourself with GSB to defeat me?
I'm building the future, Kyle. But your role in that grand experiment has come to an end.
Again with the empty threats. Please. It's pathetic.
That's better. But in truth, you were just a lab rat performing my experiments for me.
That said, I now have all the data I need.
Hold your fire, idiots! I need him alive!
And with you and your friend Aiden, I have human DNA that can resist the most virulent of infections.
Well, I wouldn't want to deprive you of the joy in doing so. It's stupendously satisfying.
And now, it's time to celebrate what I've accomplished. How disappointing. I'll be honest, I saw a real future for us. Put Mr. Crane out of his misery. Put him down, like you would any wounded animal.
Bring the beast to my palace. If you don't, I'll turn your friends into mindless abominations.
Crane! Why do you continue to persist in this foolishness?
Crane here was one of the first human volatile hybrids ever captured.
Time to die, Crane! I've grown weary of your ridiculous persistence.
I'll be there in a minute.
I want to feel your fear and see the life leave your eyes.
Ah, Crane. Your turn is coming, Crane.
But the final tests could only be conducted in the wild. I spent years researching every aspect of his mutated DNA.
I'm not experimenting with sound, but rather taming it.
I have Olivia, and I have an old friend of yours.
Oh, sarcasm. A sign of great intellect, but also emotional weakness. You ever succumb to angry outbursts?
Revenge.
Each one of you contributed, in your own way. I want it back. And if you don't comply, is Crane there? That's who I'm calling for. So I allowed you to escape.
Tough as nails and smart as a whip. Bravo. Bravo.
I don't have everything I want. How can I let you roam free to plan your revenge on me? Be here by noon, or your friends die. But now, you no longer have a future. A hybrid who provided the breakthrough I've long been searching for. You were growing weaker and weaker, slipping away, as you all played a part in bringing my life's work to completion. You have until noon. A new species! Engineered to dominate not just the virus, but humanity itself. I invited you all here to help me celebrate. I want to see how they perform. Observe closely and report any anomalous behavior. Damn it, I need him alive! He is the perfect subject, Kyle. He is the future, and you, I'm afraid, are the past. But you did have a choice, and you just made the wrong one.
Splendid! I'll be waiting for you.
I needed to reignite your survival instinct. Otherwise, you would soon be dead.
But your role in that has come to an end. Your friend in there is much more obedient. I hope you enjoyed your brief taste of freedom. Let's call it a field test, shall we? But you, Crane! I need dead! I'm building the future, Kyle. But your role in that grand experiment has come to an end.
Dr. Morin, I thought we were colleagues working together to create a glorious future.
Spare me the threats, Crane. I have all the leverage here. Kyle. I have to admire your fortitude. You just don't give up. True genius is often mistaken for insanity by those of inferior intelligence. Everyone you care about will die.
You need to get your mind right, Olivia. You need to prove to me that I can trust you. And Olivia, though reluctant, played her part perfectly.
A promise from a dead man walking! Too bad you won't be around long enough to keep it! Looks like I'm going to have to end this myself. Prepare to witness the culmination of all my work! Ah, you're all awake. Good. You have something that belongs to me. I have mutant infected far stronger than anything ever seen before, and what's more, I can control them. Of course, it's nothing new to you, is it? No one who befriends you lasts very long.
Stay back! After all these years, you still have some fight in you. It would be admirable if it wasn't so pathetic. Rise and shine, Crane. You've seen better days, haven't you? You can't beat me! I almost feel sorry for you. Finish him! Your struggle is pointless. You don't stand a chance. After everything we've done to you, your resilience is astounding. Kill him! Is that witch mind-controlling my army? This is it for you! You are delaying the inevitable. If it kills him, so be it. A noble sacrifice for the greater good. You are outmatched! Annihilate him! A promise from a dead man walking. Too bad you won't be around long enough to keep it. It's remarkable. His body keeps trying to fight it. Looks like my pets want to come out to play. I made you. I don't fear you. Do I look like I'm running? You're feeling it now, aren't you? As powerful as you are, there's a limit to how much punishment even you can take.
Crane! You are as persistent as you are irritating. The fact that you've made it this far proves that my research is indeed yielding results.
So I won't be needing you anymore.
You should be thanking me, not hunting me. All that pain and suffering I put you through turned you into something extraordinary.
I'll do that myself.
Now it's just you and me, Crane. The bitch and the beast are gone.
Death remains a consistent outcome in these tests. The mortality rate is disappointing, but not entirely surprising. Close combat remains the most effective strategy. This current specimen is relentless in pursuing its prey, never allowing even a moment of respite. Yes, Alpha's body endured unspeakable modifications. We learned much from Alpha's breakdown. What once seemed impossible has now become routine. Though difficult to track, the subject is rather vulnerable to firearms once its cover is disrupted. We're close, even though the key to unlocking that final piece still continues to elude us. Only the use of explosive devices seems effective in halting its rampages, as Alpha's DNA has made it highly resistant to conventional damage. Each subject is a testament to the process that began with Alpha, and its reactions to each experimental phase gave us the data needed to refine our methods. Despite repeated efforts, we have not yet succeeded in replicating the level of cognitive retention observed in Alpha. At last, a significant breakthrough. The integration of Alpha's DNA into its muscle fibers has given rise to a powerful, relentless creature. It has also developed a heightened aggression in response to injury. It's clear that further integration of Alpha's neural patterns is required to imbue the chimeras with a level of awareness beyond their current limitations. The latest series of gene therapy trials has proven problematic, to say the least. The subject now exhibits control over subordinates in a manner akin to what was hypothesized during Alpha's experiments. Achieving this would open entirely new avenues of control and refinement. Dr. Bennett delivered the Alpha subject today, as planned. The results were catastrophic for Alpha, but essential for harnessing the abilities of the target subject. Alpha repeatedly endured sensory deprivation and overload trials. Alpha's responses have shaped the progression of our latest subjects. This tried to enhance its command and coordination capabilities, but resulted in irreversible neurological damage. Anger, fear, even rudimentary problem-solving. They see financial backing as an opportunity, failing to recognize it as a leash. The current generation of subjects owes its very existence to the pioneering work done on Alpha. The subject's condition has stabilized, an unexpected but welcome outcome. Alpha's brain was exposed to repeated electrical stimuli. Alpha's pain threshold was pushed beyond acceptable limits during the enhancement phase, a necessary step to ensure the target subject's resilience. Still, it will fight back viciously. This subject's ranged attacks are a clear evolution of those early attempts. The flames make it nearly impervious to ranged attacks. The subject possesses extraordinary strength, capable of hurling large objects with ease, a direct result of Alpha's cellular fortification. Alpha was merely a stepping stone, and the path forward has never been clearer. Alpha's DNA was infused with various regenerative agents. Their limited understanding has held this project back for too long. It never ceases to amaze me how easily certain institutions can be manipulated under the guise of partnership. It was the first to undergo the extreme genetic modifications necessary to create these new specimens. Initial attempts to manipulate its DNA yielded inconsistent, often disastrous results. Alpha endured multiple bone reinforcements and muscular overloads, many resulting in violent cellular rejection. Alpha endured an endless cycle of tests, each more invasive than the last. Now the time has come to use all means necessary to extract its cognitive potential. Nevertheless, every failure ultimately yields another success. I believe now is the time to seize full control of the GRE's research. Genetic rewiring, cellular bombardment, and systematic exposure to stressors designed to push its biology beyond the limits of normal physiology. Alpha's suffering has already unleashed a way forward on the physical front. Despite its ability to disappear, this particular subject's weakness lies in ultraviolet exposure, which disrupts its camouflage. The subject's rapid strikes and evasive tactics, combined with its ability to obscure its position, are refined versions of Alpha's sensory manipulation experiments. The aggression seen in this subject is a testament to those efforts. The naivety of those driven by desperation is astounding. The early stages of experimentation with Alpha were fraught with setbacks. It's susceptible to stunning blows that temporarily disrupt its neurological function, although prolonged pain during experimentation could produce unintended psychological effects. Data collection must be prioritized over comfort. But through Alpha's suffering, we perfected the methods now applied to these newer subjects, all aimed at pushing the boundaries of biological manipulation. The subject's ability to turn invisible is a product of Alpha's altered cell structure, specifically targeting the manipulation of light within the skin. However, the gas trials have yielded far more intriguing results. Once exposed, continuous pressure from melee weapons and range-fueled strikes will break through its defenses. The subject's agility and its ability to summon lesser creatures for assistance are both the direct results of Alpha's advanced neural manipulations. These trials, though arduous, were essential. It appears the current methodology is flawed. Fascinatingly, Alpha retained a surprising degree of emotional and cognitive response throughout the trials. I needn't state what this means. Control over their findings is inevitable. But the process involved painful genetic splicing, whereby foreign elements were introduced and often led to catastrophic failure. Alpha's regeneration techniques were applied extensively here, pushing its cellular structure to the limit during the trials. That may explain the violent nature of this subject's reaction to pain. Explosive stimuli remain the most efficient method of disruption. While Alpha itself was never meant to survive the process intact, It actually did. Their traits, the physical enhancements, advanced regenerative capabilities are the culmination of what Alpha's broken form taught us. The subject's ability to generate extreme heat and project flames is a direct outcome of Alpha's altered cellular structure. Yet exposure to specific chemical agents disrupts its internal combustion, rendering it vulnerable to close-quarters combat. Its resistance to sedation is noteworthy, a factor that must be accounted for in upcoming trials. After all, the goal is to explore the limits of the subject's resilience, not to coddle it. With the right direction, my direction, the results will be far more productive. Of course, they believe they're in control, believe this is merely a strategic collaboration. Alpha's contribution to our work cannot be overstated. Some neurological degradation has occurred, though I consider these losses acceptable given the overall progress. The latest subject demonstrates remarkable agility despite its bulk, as well as the ability to charge and strike with devastating force. Close-quarters combat is effective at first. Full anesthesia, while preferable, may not be feasible, given the subject's heightened tolerance. During the refinement process, Alpha's cells were repeatedly exposed to chemical burns and flame-based stimuli in order to assess regeneration. Its inability to withstand prolonged genetic fusion, the rejection of foreign proteins, and the neurological collapse that followed. Every strand of DNA has been molded to my design. I have taken control over the basic building blocks of life itself to restore balance to a world drowning in chaos. I've accelerated evolution and bent it to my will.